We are starting off February with good news. I am a line holder. Yay, because reserve life was tough and it's not for me. I don't even know how I did it for a year and 9 months. I have no idea. Hey y'all, welcome back and happy February. I wanted to hop on here and just give you guys a quick overview of my February schedule and touch base on my January reserve schedule. Go ahead and like the video, make sure you're giving it a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed. If you're not, what you're doing. And check out my Patreon if you want to support this channel. I will put some links down below. I'll link my Cash App. And also, if you would like to book a consultation, go ahead and email me at pristinepores@gmail.com, where we can get more in detail about any questions you may have, especially if it's dealing with the flight attendant realm and applying, training, interview, test questions, all that good stuff. Shoot me an email and we can set up a consultation. All right, let's get back into the topic. So let's touch on January's schedule. So we get 11 days off and then we have our reserve days. So I was put on reserve because number one, there is significantly less flying in January because January is considered a dead month. Everybody's pretty much done traveling. The majority of people are done traveling for the holidays, so they're chilling at home. So therefore, we have less flights to work as flight attendants. So that's number one. Less flights means less line holders. So I believe I was 155, that's my number, and we only needed 140 line holders. So I was not able to become a line holder for January. Now, last month I was on reserve from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., which is a long time, but honestly, I just kept myself busy with either YouTube, sprucing up the home, journaling, working out, enjoying my time with Pepper, all that good stuff. So I was able to keep busy, rest, relax. Also, please let me know if there are any TV shows that you guys are watching. Let me know down in the comments because I don't watch TV that much, but I would like to get into some different TV shows. No reality TV. Something educational or something interesting. Let me know. Anyways, now of my January schedule, I was able to get 12 days where I was scheduled on call, but did not get called, which is really nice. So basically over half the month, I didn't work. However, I still got paid for those 12 days. Even though I wasn't called, I still get paid, so that's great. And honestly, when I was back in training, I used to always say I had no intentions of becoming a line holder. My end goal was to be on reserve and be so senior that I never get called. And if I did, it would be once or twice. Now, in theory, that sounds good, but based on where you're based at will determine your seniority. Sometimes if you're at a junior base, you're able to raise your seniority very high because new people come all the time. I'm in Dallas and new people do not come here. We have new people, maybe 10 people every quarter. So my seniority is not really going that high. And also we have people leaving every single day. So my seniority is not necessarily moving. Now, every time that I was called into work, it was a mess. Once I got to work, there were delays, cancellations, all types of stuff. And of course, when you're on reserve, if the trip gets canceled, you don't get paid protected for that trip. So basically, it's a waste of my time and a waste of my day. And that happened about twice in January. And then there was a time when I woke up around 9 and then they called me at 9:10 for an 11:10 showtime. So that was unexpected because it was so many days where I wasn't called into work that I was just thinking, oh, they're not gonna call me. But they did. And by the grace of God, I didn't have any ready reserve days. Now they did put ready reserve on one of my scheduled days to work. However, they took it off because my flight ended up getting delayed by 2 hours. So they just removed it. So that was nice of them. Now that was all the tea on my January schedule. Now let's get into this month's schedule. So first off, when I went in to go bid for my February schedule, I did not want to be on reserve, like anything but reserve. In Dallas, we only need 140 line holders and I'm number 155. Therefore, I don't have an option to be picky with what I request when I bid for my schedule in February. It's either I can request to be on reserve and get the days off that I want, or I can be a line holder. Like, I cannot be a line holder and get every single day that I want off. Especially in the month of February, we have two very popular days that people would like off, and that's the Super Bowl and Valentine's Day. However, in my case, I don't even watch football, number one. And number two, love can be celebrated any day of the week. If I have to pick a struggle, I will work both days and have a line than to be on reserve and have those days off. Like, I don't even care. At this point, I need a line. Like, I have to be a line holder. Let me tell y'all something. The biggest issue that I have with being on reserve is honestly the fact that I had a taste of being a line holder. If I never got a chance to be a line holder, I would not know what that life is like, and I would just keep riding the wave of being on reserve. But because I got a taste of that lifestyle, I don't know how to act. I never want to be on reserve ever, ever, ever again. Unless I'm like super, super, super senior and they're never gonna call me. Also, we're having a winter storm right now, currently in Dallas. And if you're on reserve, there is 100% chance that you will be called into work. No one wants to be on reserve when you know you're gonna get called into work, but you just don't know what time. Essentially, it's like being on edge, being on house arrest, waiting for a phone call from 9 to 9 or from 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. And that's just not the life I want to live anymore. I want to know exactly what time I have to go to work and what time I'm supposed to be getting off to work so I can plan my errands and my sleep schedule accordingly. I'm going to go ahead and insert a little clip of my schedule right here. Here is my February schedule. It is Financial Freedom February. So all the W's that you see on my schedule are days that I have to work. I do work on Super Bowl / Valentine's Day weekend, so that will be quite interesting. Let me know in the comments if that's something you want to hear about. Also, I have CQ this month. That's going to be at the end of the month, but of course, we're not stressing about CQ because all it is training over everything that you learn and do at work every single day. So I'm not stressed about that. Everything that you see that has a green line under it means those are trips that I picked up. I picked up 2 stand-ups and 1 local, and then I was like, okay, chill, because your schedule is looking pretty busy. So I am excited to work this month. And then over here on the notes section, we have Pristine Posse with 10,000 members. Oh my God. So great. If you're watching this video, go ahead and give it a like and a thumbs up. All right, y'all. So that was my February schedule. Now I do work on Valentine's Day and Super Bowl the day before and the day after. So it's going to be very, very crazy in the airport. I'm not excited for that, but that's just the L I have to take because I want to be a line holder. So I'll take it. Also, I did pick up a few trips. Now, what I've learned from being a line holder in the past is that I need to slow down on picking up trips. Even though the trips sound good and it might be a great overnight, I have other trips that I have to work. And sometimes the trip before may be delayed, may have been canceled. Something may have happened to where I'm like, hey, I need a break. And I actually didn't really want to work this next trip, even though it's a great location, it's great hours, great credit, but I may not be in the mood. I may be sick, I may have to run an errand, I may just want to rest. These days, I have developed a rule for myself that from now on, we're not going to pick up trips unless it's 2 days in advance. That's as early as I will do it because anything can happen in a week. And you just don't want to like overcommit when you already have scheduled hours to work. If you're a flight attendant, let the people know down in the comments that if you're a line holder, don't go crazy with picking up trips and overwhelming yourself because your schedule will look amazing with full of trips, but then you realize, wow, I've been on a plane and in hotel rooms way more than I've been in my own bed. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't like that. So I like to have a good little balance, and I don't want to overwhelm myself or overcommit. So definitely take your time when you become a line holder. Just like get used to your own schedule first, and then ease your way into exchanging trips and picking up trips. Please don't do what I did in November, where I learned how to drop trips and add trips. And I basically gave myself only 2 days off for the whole month of November. Basically, between every trip, I had the minimum amount of rest, like 8 hours, and then I had 2 days off. And that was not healthy. I ended up having to go back and drop trips and sell trips to get them off my schedule without calling out because I overcommitted, because I just got so happy with the amount of overnights and different places I could go on my off days. So do not do what I did. Let me know in the comments if you guys want an overview of how the flying went during the Super Bowl weekend and Valentine's Day weekend. If you guys want a little reaction video on that. That is all I got for you guys for today. Please let me know in the comments, how are you doing? How's your flight attendant journey? Where are you at in your journey? Are you in training? Are you in the interview process? Are you thinking about what airline you want to do? Like, chat me up, okay? Give me a red heart. Do something in the comments for me, okay? Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.